Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Raack Talks, our weekly Sunday seminar session. So it's great to see you back here. And today is a very special day again because I'm not sure how many of you know, but this is the 30th week that we are conducting of Raack Talks. And I think it's a good achievement, but this could not have been possible without all of you coming here every Sunday and spending your evening with us. So thank you so much. Your constant appearance is what has pushed us to bring this project for you. All right. Okay. So, like every week, we have some fun performances lined up for you. And this week, we have the Mogaper Center. Okay. We have four fascinating students from the Mogaper Center. To start off, we have Valencia Jojo from the toddler group. Okay. All right. All the very best.
Morraka, matraka, vandache, diva. Mafraka, metarika, life a dancing show. Hey! Na Michael Jackson, nelavu nade kattata. Hey! Na Hrithik Roshan, balivu nelivu adu sekatta. Hey! Na Parish Nikovi, nadakkum nadaiya oru ballet da. Hey! Na Prabhu Devi, kadakku modakku ena tadakku padakku ena salsa, samba, flamenco, yengo, tango, polka, kukumar, na kuttum veppe.
Super. That was really awesome. Thank you so much, Valencia. Next, we have Mahati from the Junior Star Intermediate Group. Come on, let's just rock the audience. Yeah, come on.
Raja, nan Raja, yenni taangi pudingada Raja. Ati, yen nenjal thiyati, mati, yen style konjam maati.
Thank you so much, Mahati. Super, thank you. All right, that was a great performance. Thank you so much. And I can see you have Raack logo behind you. You have Raack's poster.
Yes.
Wow, thank you so much. That was a great background. Awesome for effort. Thank you so much. Again, from the Mogaper Center, we have Himati. Okay, super great. So moving on, we have one final performance. It's going to be a blockbuster like what you have seen so far. We have Inia from the Mogaper brands. Okay, so let's have the track once you're ready. thank you so much. That was brilliant. Thank you. Big round of applause. Thank you, Inia. Well, with that, we conclude the performances for today and all the four kids from the Mogope Center. Amazing performances. Thank you so much. So, with that, it's now time to go into the main session. So, what do we have here for you today? I mean, 30 episodes, 30 weeks is something great. And, and within in the span of these 30 weeks, we have shared so much of, shared and received so much of information, so much of knowledge. And so we thought, okay, maybe, let's take a pause and let's just go back and see what we have actually gone through these 30 past weeks. So for that, we have the most apt person to talk about it, because I must say, Raack Talks is practically his brainchild, and it is his small idea that came out into a full-fledged webinar series. And he's a familiar face, a very, very close person to Raack. I'm sure all of you would have met him at some point of time. He's none other than Mr. Divakar Subramanian. Sir, thank you so much for being here. Over to you.
Thank you, Sandhya. So, good evening, parents, the franchisee heads. Sandhya, over to you. And thank you so much for all the 30 weeks. I would take this opportunity to thank you for giving a good shape to this Raack Talks. You did an amazing job. And thanks to Kavi for coming up with this Raack Talks video clip, because he designed it in a brilliant way. Thank you, Kavi. And thanks to Ila for his Karuthu. That was wonderful. And my sincere thanks to Gugan and Riaz, Vinod for arranging every week speakers, students from all the centers. And thanks to all the franchisees who are here today and supporting this Raack Talks in a bigger way. And beyond this, I should also thank all the parents who support us on this small initiative to help them as well as to build a community of dance. So, can I have the slides, please? Yeah, I would like to share this, that how it has been started, right? The first session where we have started with an parenting session, and the second session was about on nutrition and how to have a good eating habits by Manisha Lohia. One big learning I have learned from this session is that how lemon is important in our daily life. Okay, and how can you add lemon every day in your life, which can turn out. So I strongly recommend the parents to have how to have a good eating habits. But one takeaway which I'm still following it up is that adding lemon in my water. Whenever I'm taking water, I'm adding more lemon into it. That was my great learning from this, and it actually helps me a lot. Next slide. This was the second session we had it. So, and then we discussed about helicopter parent. This helicopter parent is nothing but how we are engaging with our kids and how much we are behaving like an helicopter in noticing about how our kids are performing. So that was my second session on the Raack Talks. That was wonderful talk. You can also go and refer it in our website or in our Raack Talks. The next slide we had it is how to build resilience, and it has been done by Kavita. One great learning which I've learned, I would recommend all the parents also to see that how resilience is most important for us. And one video which has been showed in this session has actually helped us to come up with the competition culture for us. So this is one of the brilliant thing. I will try to show that video in the couple of minutes which I have it. I would like to share it to all the parents as well as to the students over here. Next slide, Sandhya. And this is from an organization with YI. We had a good touch and bad touch. Who are the kids we are here? We strongly recommend you to explore this Raack Talk, which will tell you about lot on how important is good touch and bad touch. They really come up with a brilliant idea of how to communicate with the kids, and to communicate to the parents, and what needs to be actions taken when the kid is facing a bad touch with their family members or relatives or someone, how to handle it. So I strongly recommend this to the parents to take it forward. Next slide. And this is one of our close friend, Sintha. She talked a lot about on how to encourage entrepreneurship for the kids. Because entrepreneurship is most important for our kids to learn how to run their own business at this young age. She come up with some brilliant concepts on it. So this is one of the best sessions which I can say if your kid is very keen on continuing on entrepreneurship. Next slide. And this is one of the if I would like to say that the top 10 sessions in this 20, I would recommend Dr. Reddy's session on memory is one of the top session where we can really learn about on memories. One thing which I still remember, he has given the tip, and I still remember my kids are also following that. If you really want to improve your memory skills, the kids who are there in the call, as well as some of our franchisee partners also here, I would like to share it over here. Whenever you are drinking water during the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, please do remember what has happened till breakfast, what has happened till lunch, what has happened till dinner. That was one of the brilliant learning, and it helps us to improve our memory. It was a great session by Dr. Reddy, and I also validated in our YouTube, and I found that we had nearly more than 80 to 100 views are there in this particular session. Next slide. And this is one of our good friend, Dr. Aravind. He talked a lot about on how important is mouth and how to take care of the oral hygiene. He also explained to us about how it differs from how we have to take care from a pregnancy period to the end. It was one of the good session on oral hygiene. Next slide. And this is Ekta. She's an image consultant, and she talked a lot about how to build an effective personal image. And she talked about how colors plays a vital role, how to express our feelings, and how to be more authentic to ourselves. That was a great session which she has shared during this Rock Talk. Next slide. And again, how we are doing it on 10th session, we had it same way with the how we are having it in the 30th session, same way we had it in the 10th session. So now I'm going to make it little bit interactive to all of us, right? I also going to request Sandhya to share some of our experiences, her experiences as a MC, whatever she has learned from the 11th session to 12th. And I'm going to call some of our franchisee partners as well as Ramana Balaji to share their things. So whenever the slide comes, it's not going to be a monotonous from us, from me alone. So I would recommend Ramana and Sandhya also to share their learnings from it, because this is again one of the best sessions. And my behavior has changed after attending this Dr. Arun Sharma session. He's very popular in the US. And one tip which I learned it from him, and I've stopped taking milk after listening to this class. No milk I'm taking. I've converted myself as a vegan. And thanks to Ramana for bringing this session. And over to you, Ramana. Maybe you can share some of your learning from this session, Ramana.
Hi Dhivakar, thank you very very much. Being in milestone week, this is 30th week. I think we are there. Thank you, Sandhya. I should thank you. And every week, consistently, I know it's Sunday. You take your time out, and I know what kind of preparation we do throughout the week for this Rock Talks. So, like Dhivakar said, I thank everybody who's supporting this, all the franchisee partners, the students, the parents, and the instructors. Lovely. And this show, this particular episode, you will not believe like how Dhivakar said he has stopped taking milk and milk products. Now here, you every all the most of the doctors or nutritionists, they say you should drink lots and lots of water. You should drink 8 liters of water or 4 liters of water. Drink more water. But this gentleman said, don't drink water like that. Just drink enough water. If your body says you feel thirsty, you drink. So from that time onwards, I drink if I'm thirsty. So that's a learning I took from this particular talk show. And every talk show is brilliant. And thank you, Dhivakar. Over to you.
Thank you, Ramana. I'm just going to the slide number 12 or 12th edition.
Yeah, so this was the 12th episode where we had Mr.
And
Bhuminathan.
still it shows Ramana.
Oh, I'm so
Maybe.
sorry. Just one second, one second. Are you able to view the screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you able to view the screen?
Yes.
I'm still seeing mine has been spotlighted.
So maybe you should switch to the sharing mode, sir.
Yeah, maybe you can share it, Sandhya. Sorry.
Yeah, it is on share, sir. The screen is being shared.
Maybe you can share the slide, Sandhya. That would be great. I'm
Uh,
not able to get. Maybe you can give the name of the slide somehow. I'm not sure. Ramna, are you able to see the slides?
Yeah, I'm able to see.
Sir, I think you will have to. Are you on your phone, sir?
No, I'm in my iPhone. I mean iPad.
Okay, you will have to probably scroll to the share section, sir, the share screens option. Just one second. Let me share it again. I will share it again. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm getting.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
Okay, sir.
I think this is yet another brilliant session. We had a bonus in the session only where Nandakumar IAS joined him, right?
Yes. So this session is a lot about many parents have asked about how to handle the kids education and how many positions we have it in the government. So it was a very brilliant session, and we had a amazing bonus session from the senior IAS officer who attended the IFS officer, IRS officer. He shared many of the experiences over it. It's a brilliant session. I would recommend the parents to look into it. Next topic, maybe you can talk, Ramna. I'm still screen is sharing.
Bablu is one of our great supporters and a great friend. Where I became very close with Bablu when I did Jodi number one. In Jodi number one, Bablu in season two, Umarias and Bablu they rocked. Actually, it was an what do I say? One of the history in Vijay TV, where that particular episode, an issue between a small issue between him and the judge, touched their historical TRP rate in Vijay TV. So from then we keep supporting Bablu, and Bablu keeps coming for all our shows, and he contributes. So this is another brilliant, what do I say, brilliant talk show where he expressed as an actor what kind of a task it was. Like it's not easy to becoming an hero or maintaining the status. It's not easy. I adore this gentleman for his kind of fitness he brings in. He works out every single day. He's very particular about what he needs to eat, and he keeps practicing and very focused and a very professional person. This particular episode uh, gave a professional approach towards professional view towards the acting profession.
Yeah. And Ramna, this session, I think Sandhya will also acknowledge that we had the maximum number of participants on this.
Yes, I know that.
500 participants we had
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and kudos to this session. An amazing speaker who spoke in Tamil, and he shared the brilliant thoughts on anger management. It was one of the best session where we had exposed people have attended from Malaysia, Singapore, and lot, because the speaker has just posted this learning in his own network, and it has exposed to many people. Awesome. The next slide, please. And this is we had it about our national education policy. Dr. Mr. Bose sir has explained a lot about how the national education policy is going to affect, and we had an amazing question and answer sessions. People have attended from Pondicherry, many places, and asked a lot of questions how it is different for the kids. But one thing which I would like to share it over here through this national education policy, because dance is most important. It has been considered as part of national education policy arts is going to be a key part for all the kids. So this is one of the best learning. I got it, how educational policy is going to change the way how the kids are thinking. And we are focused much on the rot model, where we memorize and explain it. But now the things are completely different over here. Awesome. The next slide, which oh, I think Ramna, this is the slide which you have to speak about Badwa Gopi, and my special thanks to Ila for making a lot of good videos, because I would like to take this 30th edition to thank our team, okay, rather than more to our parents, because it is not about consistency, fixing up appointments with the speakers and creating. And Ila did an amazing job of creating a small capsules, and whenever I'm getting a little bit bored, I just go to this Rock Talks and listen to Badwa Gopi's video. I won't even forget the way which he has introduced with the coffee dabra. That was very brilliant. Over to you, Ramna. Maybe you can share some of the experiences on this.
See,
And that can also add.
again, Badwa Gopi, I know him for almost 20 years now. A brilliant artist, a brilliant human being, and it was a great talk show. I think all the parents and those who are attending today, please go and go to Rock Talks, and you should listen to this episode. You should watch this episode. Two different stories. It's a rocking one seated. And when you talk about Badwa Gopi, he's a person. Very spontaneous. Kids should learn how spontaneous these professionals they come up with, the presence of mind, which is very important for our life. So all these talk shows will give a different perspective for everyone, especially for the children. I think over to you, Dhivakar.
Next slide, Sandhya.
Yes, sir. I have put the next slide. So this
Sandhya,
would
we were
be
able to see only.
okay. Just 1 second. 1 second. I think there is some. 1 second.
Dhivakar, again, Badwa Gopi was one of the contestant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he also came learn dance later days for Vijay TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 17th session, it's a bonus session for us. It has this session actually helped us to connect, and his blessings to us, and the way which he has communicated to us about how to have raw communities and raw tree plantation has to happen. I think, Ramna, we need to kickstart that process from 2021. Maybe even we can kickstart it during the Christmas, to have this. In spite of his COVID situation, he attended this session, and he explored it brilliantly on this particular topic. So this was a great session.
True, Dhivakar. And just adding to what you said, after meeting him, I planted 30 trees. I didn't mention it to you. I planted 30 trees after this talk show. I think definitely we'll pass it on to our children. In 2021, we'll kickstart it. Yeah.
Dhivakar, sir, you're on mute.
Yeah, this is a brilliant session where she talked a lot about on importance of jewelry, how to keep the jewelers very well, and how the gold price is increasing, how to manage it. It was a good session, and she has talked a lot about on antique jewelers and other things. So it's a brilliant session. I think, Sandhya, I would recommend you to share some of your thoughts from this session, whatever number, because it resonates from a woman perspective how it is.
Yes, for sure, for sure. I think what was really fascinating was she also showed us the different kind of jewelry that I think I'm sure every lady who would have attended the session would have really enjoyed. We got to see so much variety. Some of it I've never heard. As you see, I'm very minimal. I don't wear too much jewelry, but then I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was great to see so much variety, so many different kind of jewelry, and how important is it to take stock of it, and to keep to know what value it is, to take stock of it and to maintain it, because most of us, we wear it, we keep it. So I think that was something that was really good to learn from the session.
Correct.
Thank you, Sandhya. And this is one of my good friend, Mr. Sundaraman Chintamani. He's a trainer. He talked an amazing session on his tomato a fruit, and it was a brilliant session to explain how to have our intellectual curiosity up. I still cherish this session very well. We'll move on to the next slide. Oh, the Karthik is one of our good friend. He is the founder of an organization called Let Us Play to Learn, and his vision is that how playing games can help the kids to learn more. So he has built a book. He has built a prototype. He also written a book, and many of the parents have actually asked a lot of suggestions how gamification can be done. And one clue which we have taken it through after attending his session, we are also trying to introduce some of the gamification for our kids. So, kids, franchisee partners, we stay tuned. In 2021, there will be a lot of games among ourselves. How to have it? Now we are having only scorecard, but next year we will have more fun in the fundamentals. And Dina's session, it was a brilliant session. I think Rama can add some of his experiences. I would like to thank Pallikarnai team over here. I'm not sure they were there. So thanks to Pallikarnai team who introduced Dina to our session. And it was a brilliant his session where he trained some of our kids to be a video chatty. I still remember how to say hello and how to take it forward. Over to you, Ramnath, to share some of your thoughts.
This particular session is like voice modulation. It's an experience, no? It is not easy. He trained very. He gave opportunity to a lot of children. He gave a small script, and he asked the children to memorize the script, and he trained them on the spot. Here, he trained them online. So every children, most of them got the opportunity to talk like an RJ. It was a confident booster, and it's a great experience. All the children experienced. It's a great session. Yeah.
Sandhya, over to you, Sandhya. I'm not going to speak about this session because you really enjoyed much on this
Yes.
session of our good friend James.
Yes, yes,
Maybe you
absolutely. I
can
mean,
share.
sure, sure. About Jayanti ma'am, I mean, as a person itself, she was so exuberant and so vibrant. I mean, it was so much fun to just watch her talk, beyond listening actually. But then I think somewhere where we resonated was sharing that passion for dancing and how do you take that passion and actually make something out of it. So this was one session that is really, really brilliant. And I think Jayanti ma'am was very vibrant, and it was an amazing session. Really, I mean, she really explained and really she touched on how passion can be taken to the next level. So yes, it was a wonderful session.
And Ramna, maybe you can talk on parenting with love and logic. I really enjoyed Prem Shankar's session where he explained about a lot of questions has come. And one key takeaway from his session is that how to take a decision and how to be more stronger when you are taking a decision as a parent, as a teacher, as a headmaster, or as a founder of a school. That was my great learning. Maybe you can share some of your learnings Ramna, on this session.
See, what I'm just adding to whatever Prem sir said. Prem sir is a great human being. You will not believe parents and who are listening to the vlog now. They give food to everybody. If you are going to visit, they will have extra food. Whoever visits a school, he makes sure they eat and they go. Very well maintained school, very disciplined. They follow great system, and he respects everybody equally. The watchman, the housekeeping team, to the headmistress. He's a great human being, Prem sir. And this particular session, it's all about love, no? How to handle children, how to approach education. That was a brilliant session, Dhivakar. Parents, you should definitely go to Raack Talks and watch all these episodes.
is two speakers, Shiv and Savi. They are a family success coach, and they talk a lot about on family first. And they have written an amazing book called The Family First. How family is most important, how to have a clarity, how to have a conflicts, and how to handle that in a proper way. They created an amazing framework. I started applying some of these tips after listening to it, and able to have my personal life better, because this one tip actually helped, and I strongly recommend. And they come up with a brilliant framework to us on the clarity of conversations which we need to have it. And one tip I won't forget as a parent, that never ever have a conflict before the kids. That was one of the brilliant tips which they have shared it. So it was in a great session, and if anyone is listening from the parents' perspective, I strongly recommend to listen to their speech. And they also talked a lot about on how they have nurtured their daughter actually, who took a break 1 year after 10th grade, and they allowed her to explore a share market. They have allowed her to explore, and recently where she has written a book, and she has been nominated as a Guinness record. So one key message I've learned is, as a parent, it is not important for us to focus only on the education. There are various parameters available, and they share their personal story. I still remember it. So it was a great session for our parent community to explore. And the key thing which I personally took from their session is that we always focus very much on education as a parent, but they were live examples that you can still give a career to your kid in different perspective. And this kid and their daughter, who recently met Kiran Bedi in Pondicherry for her achievements. So that's how where you can build a career for your kid, not only on an education side, even through arts on the other areas. So it was a brilliant session. So next slide, and Sudhir's session is how to have a rising good citizen. I won't forget the video shared by Sudhir. Even though the competition is not with others, the competition is with us. That was in a good session. I still remember. I must thank him for coming over here in spite of his busy schedule. He helped us to get into it. I'm really, I strongly recommend our parents to see that video to take it forward.
I should add about that video because that was such a powerful video, and
Yes.
it more about competition. It also talks about privilege. What we don't
Yes.
understand, that what sort of privilege we have over others, and we're always in this rat race. So I think it's a must watch, and that session ended on such a powerful note with that video, and it's just etched on my memory. So I think it's definitely a must watch.
Yes. And this is about on eye check, Lawrence and Mayo, how important in this online world, especially where how to do eye exercises and stuff. So one change happened after listening to this session is I went and changed my frame.
I did one now
So,
after the
yeah,
session because of the
yes.
online thing. No, even I have to wear glasses now.
Yes, exactly. So that was a big learning for me after attending this session, to have a Blu-ray coated in my lens, and so that I can avoid on this. So over to you, Sanjay, on Gunit's session.
Yes, I think this is
Yeah,
one session where, yeah, we didn't have both Divakar sir and Ramna sir. I think they were both busy, but I must say this was one of our best sessions because the way she actually showed us, she had an entire presentation ready. She had a whole dinner setup ready with the forks and the knives and the cutlery and the service on how people they actually wait on you on restaurants. And it was we didn't know when the session started, we didn't know when it ended, and the kids, I must say, was so engaged and they were so curious about everything, right from which glass for which wine, how to hold it, how to keep it chilled, all. And the kids posed some really great questions, and really one of the most entertaining sessions ever. And recently, and a lot to take back, because we don't really think about things like, okay, how do we actually dine at a restaurant restaurant and all that. But if you actually give importance to such details, it really makes the dining experience much more pleasurable. So I think it's worth a watch, because just for that sort of that dining experience, it's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah. And this is one of the other best session from one of our Zumba trainer, Batma. She did an amazing session on mindfulness for healthy, happy, and energizing lifestyle. She gave a lot of tips and how to handle it to take it forward. So it's one of the brilliant sessions we had. So last week, Ramana did an amazing session, or a brilliant session, I can call, how dance a way of life. And this session had a tip, a lot of moves where it has opened up many opportunities for the kids as well as to the parents on the Arise program. And many tips has been given to the Happy Feet program. I think, Ramana, we should do this code, this sessions whenever we are having a parenting meetings. This is how dance is a way of life which can be taken on it. So it's a brilliant session. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank especially the franchisee heads who supported in promoting these messages across all the parents and counselors. And if I'm not thanking Sandhya, then this whole event wouldn't have been successful. So thank you, Sandhya, very much, because I know the way which we have organized it. It would. I really feel after 30 weeks that a good factor, good feel factor, which is segregated from my brain, because one of our vision for me and Ramana is to build a community, build a message to the parents. And I feel that whether we are there or not, our Raack Talks videos are going to stay long, and it may help in the near future for. And thank you very much to you for all the support, Sandhya.
So my pleasure,
And
sir.
Ila, your Ila Talks from 2021 is going to become a separate channel. I'm very happy to announce this in the 30th edition. You really come up with a brilliant concepts every week. I still remember the first session which you had it with Charlie Chaplin, and the way you have grown, where you have started picking the things, and we really want to have a Karuthu show with your daughter. Okay, so prepare yourselves. Is Ila there still, or he quit? Ila?
He's here. He's here.
Okay. So thank you very much, Ila. And I'm also having some of our franchisee partners who are there in the call, and I'm going to open up. I'm not going to call anyone. Whoever is there who wants to share about these Raack Talks, please do unmute and share your perspective. Yes, because it's a very close group. Only our team is there, so I really want to get from your perspective on how did you like, what is your key learnings from this 29 sessions, guys.
Yes, you can unmute yourself and
Yeah, I have
give
a
us your
particular
feedback.
team. I would like to thank them when I was sharing it. They quit Intellect Arena. So thank you, Madhu and Muthu, for helping us on getting RJ Dina. Okay, so thanks, Sandhya. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I think this recap really has reminded us what all we have, who all we have brought on this platform, and what all we have learned through these 30 weeks. 30 weeks is no joke. I mean, it's a great achievement from from my opinion. So it's thank you so much, and I think if you, I mean, we would have reminded you what are the sessions that we have conducted so far. If we have to go in depth about every session, we need a whole day. But the good part is all the episodes are available on our YouTube channel, which you can view anytime you want. So please do make use of it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Raack Academy of Dance, where you will be notified as and when we post a new video. All our Raack Talk sessions are available on YouTube, which you can definitely watch at your leisure, which you can share with all your friends and family too. So with that, I would invite Mr. Ramna to just say a few words before we conclude.
So, thank you, Sandhya. Thank you for all your support. I know whatever goes professionally or personally, you are there. And being a Sunday, ஒருத்தருக்கு ஜுரம் வந்தா கூட சந்தியாவுக்கு ஜுரம் வந்தா கூட அப்படியே மாத்திரை சாப்பிட்டு வந்து அப்படி உட்கார்றது. So I started seeing another face of Sandhya here. I've seen Sandhya as a dancer. I've seen Sandhya as a what do I say, who supports me, who assists me in all my projects, like a right hand to me. And I saw Sandhya as a VJ now. That's brilliant. And I have to thank Divakar for his connection. He's the one, like Sandhya said, the brain behind Rock Talks. But I seriously see today, like this is the 30th episode, just the recap is giving me a lot of information. And if you can take one thing from each talk, I think you're good to have a fantastic life. You have touched different areas. So I'm so excited to see who is going to come next, how it is going to look after 3 years. So it's fantastic. Like Dhivakar, you quoted, நம்ம இருக்கமோ இல்லையோ இந்த விஷயங்கள்லாம் ரெக்கார்டடாக இருக்கு, எப்படியும் யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்க போகுது. Which is amazing, no? Amazing technology and all the efforts whoever have contributed to Rock Talks, it's not going to go for waste. டெஃபினட்டாக யாரோ ஒருத்தர் பார்த்து அந்த ஒருத்தருக்கு அது யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருந்தாலே ஜாப் டன். ஸோ great. I'm really happy that I'm part of this. And thank you, Dhivakar, for this initiative. Anila, you're rocking. And Vinod and Riaz, thanks for your support. Guhan, thank you. And all the franchisee partners, thank you very much. Yes, Dhivakar.
No, I should not forget there are fans available for Sandhya for her icebreaker games.
Yes.
Because my son and daughter will be coming wherever they are. They will come and immediately attend the icebreaker session, because that is brilliant thoughts. Sandhya, I know it's not an easy thing for you to collect the games, and every weekend how we had 30 different speakers, we impacted around 50 kids in this 30 session, 50 to 60 kids. I think more than 60 to 70 kids we had it, and one week we had an amazing Diwali session, and for every week you will automatically come with a new game. Hats up to you for all your hard work, because it's not an easy thing. Myself and Ramana really speaks a lot about the way which you are coming innovating. The whole credit for Rock Talks should go to you only, Sandhya. I can write it and give you, because I know the way which we are supporting, but you have taken it independently, and I really dedicate the 30th edition to you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Super,
Thank you so
super.
much.
Same from you.
No problem. I mean, it's a pleasure. The Sunday, as I said, the Sunday is not complete without spending it with everybody. And I mean, I'm doing this out of joy and pleasure. So thank you so much. Thank you for all your kind words, Ramna sir and Dhivakar sir. Thank you so much. It's nothing but my pleasure. But before I sign out, I'd like to just notify, I don't think we have too many parents, but though the parents who are present here, we have a couple of workshops coming. I'm sure you would have seen the Eudaimonia video and the Arise workshop. Please do get in touch with the front desk and be part of it, because there are 2 amazing dance workshops. So I just wanted to give a small reminder before we wind up. Thank you so much for being here. It's a very close crowd, so let's wind up now. And we will be back 30th. We're not ending with 30. It's going on to 40, 50, 60. God knows, maybe we'll hit 100 very soon. So thank you so much for being here. And on that note, I sign out. Bye-bye. Good night. Good evening.